The biggest, oldest one, his name is Sean.
Dude. So George is a 91-pound American bulldog, loves to eat the fish food.
We had April, but unfortunately April passed away.
He said you've lost one fish in 20 years. It was April, huh?
It was April. Yes.
Did she know that? Like, it looks like something out of Lord of the Rings.
I had to take the
fish out
and put him downstairs in my basement.
This is a really deep pond.
So you're just walking down this beautiful sidewalk and you look over at this gorgeous home and look at the front door, what it's flanked by. 2 Aquascape Stacked Slate Spheres. Pretty darn nice. So small Stack Slate Spheres, really cool house. And we are pretty much almost on the campus of Dartmouth out here. And we are checking out some beautiful ponds and water features by Sean Frostl of Naturescapes. I mean, how perfect is that? Right at the front of the door here. This is one of your longest customers, right, Sean?
This is true.
Maybe 20 years ago, the original pond?
Yeah.
Oh, look at those nice fish. They already come up looking for food. Oh, dude, I love that stone. Holy cow. Is that real?
Yeah.
That's a real stone that you put in there?
Yep.
Like, it looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. Hello.
Hey, Bill.
Hi, Bill. The pond guy, Greg. How are you?
I'm good.
Very nice to meet you. I'm very impressed by your bridge.
Well,
The whole thing, really. This man said you've known him for 20 years, huh?
at least.
Just about, yeah.
Maybe more. Yeah.
You walked into a pet shop that he was working at?
Yeah,
Is that what
with
happened?
Ro, yeah.
Is that right?
I think
Rose
that's
coming up. She's the one who's done it all.
She's the brains of the operation, huh?
Exactly.
Sean, this is really deep.
yeah.
We need it.
That
'Cause-
deep section there.
Yeah, so they can stay all winter.
2 feet, even in this climate, will do it. But when you can go deeper like that, and why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that is really nice.
We've only lost 1 fish in the last 20 years.
That's pretty good. And right underneath this, what kind of a crab tree, or what is this?
Yeah, it's a foreign crab.
Yeah.
So this pond was originally 2 offset squares, was designed by a landscape architect. We ended up coming in and retrofitting it because they had box filters. They were filtering it, so it was always green. It was hard to maintain. So we put a Biofalls and a skimmer on that pond. But the homeowners really wanted to have more space for fish and just something that was a little bit more natural. So they asked me to come up with a design that would achieve that in this kind of this footprint of this backyard. So this is like a small hourglass shape. This is the larger side here, and then it goes up underneath this bridge right here. And then as I come around, you can see the bridge crossing here, and then there's a small waterfall here facing the home on the backside. So this can be seen from the office, the kitchen, and also the living room area. A lot of different vantage points. We have outdoor living spaces on the side here, patio furniture, so they can sit here as well. This is a really deep pond for this footprint. It's 5 feet deep in this lower section over here. You can see the fish coming through now. They've always had an immense amount of fish in this, and that's why we went with a larger filtration in this. It's actually a Biofalls Grande there, and a signature series skimmer over here. This has a set of steps that winds up out, and they wanted the steps because they have some large dogs, and these were vertical walls on the side, and they wanted their dogs to be able to get out if they were to fall in, which has happened a few times. So that's worked out to be a good feature.
So this is the view from inside the house, which I guarantee you spend a lot of time in this room, right, Ro?
When we have company, when the weather's nice, yes.
This is a gorgeous room. I absolutely love this room. So Sean said he was working at a pet shop when you met him 20 years ago.
Yes. Steve's Pet Shop in Lebanon is
Okay.
a small place. And the store had a little pond out front with fish in. And so I asked them who did it. And I don't think he had his sign there. So they gave me his information. And that's how I found Sean.
Because you had an existing pond that was here, or what?
Yes. Originally, this room was not here.
This is an addition.
So that patio that was out there was here. And all I had was a little 4x4 square stone.
Formal pond.
It wasn't, I put 6 fish in it, and it wasn't aerated or anything like that. And it wasn't winterized. So in the winter, I had to take the fish out and put him downstairs in my basement in a big Rubbermaid horse truck.
Oh, yes. I've done that before, too.
So that was the original pond. And then after we did this room, which was in 2001, I wanted to just make it bigger. So then we did 4x8. But again, it wasn't deep and it wasn't winterized. The yard was fenced. Where April is standing, right behind her, that was how the fence ran along the yard. When Sean actually did all of this work in terms of designing the pond, redesigning the whole planted area here, there was a lawn there and it sloped down. So then Sean built up the wall with railroad ties and then did all this planting around in this side.
And it's been something that added a lot of enjoyment to your life, I'm guessing.
God. I love it. And of course, I'm an animal person, so for me, the joy are the fish.
Yes.
And some of them I think they have personalities.
Oh, they
And
do,
as I
100%.
said, I have names for several of them.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'll introduce you to a couple of them. The biggest, oldest one, his name is Sean.
Okay.
And it is for Sean.
Yes.
We had April, but unfortunately April passed away.
He said you've lost one fish in 20 years. It was April, huh?
It was April. Yes.
Did she know that?
Yeah. And she was white. It was Sean and then April was white.
And Sean is what color?
Well, he's the big orange guy.
So April, what were you saying about this bridge? Because I'm like, that is about as impressive of a bridge as I've ever seen.
Sean moved that whole bridge with no machine. There was no excavator that he could get in here to move that stone.
So how did he do it?
Very careful.
That is probably 1,000-pound rock.
So we built a 6x6 wooden platform underneath it. And then we used cement-filled molly columns as rollers, and we rolled that into position and then lowered it down the rocks.
Well, that's as nice of a bridge as I have ever seen. Literally said it looks like something out of a J.R. Tolkien novel. So George is a 91-pound American bulldog, a rescue, and as sweet of a sweetheart of a pooch as you've ever met. Yeah, aren't you, buddy? Aren't you, buddy? Yeah, look at you. You're just so cute. And loves to eat the fish food, which of course, how do you blame them? So anyway, this to me is what living the aquascape lifestyle is about. People that have been for 20 years enjoying a water feature. This is the 3rd iteration or the 4th iteration maybe even. And it's just fantastic to see how people all over the world, including out here in Dartmouth, New Hampshire, are living the aquascape lifestyle. I think this is just absolutely exquisite. If you're interested in living the aquascape lifestyle, check out the link below to find a certified aquascape contractor by you. I love my job.